CIA agent Snow is captured by Secret Service Director Scott Langral, who has security footage of Snow killing CIA agent Frank Armstrong, who was investigating a mole that is selling government secrets. Snow claims he's innocent and directs his friend, CIA agent Harry Shaw, to find Snow's contact, Mace, and find the location of a briefcase containing information about the mole. Meanwhile, Emilie Warnock, daughter of President Warnock, travels to MS-1, a maximum security penitentiary in space, to investigate claims that the stasis might affect prisoners' minds, leading to psychosis and dementia. One of the prisoners, Heidel, is awakened so Emilie can interrogate him, but he steals a gun from Emilie's bodyguard Hawk and escapes. Heidel releases all the prisoners and starts a riot, led by his brother Alex. Emilie and her associates are captured, and Alex decides to kill one of them to prove their point. Heidel kills the warden and destroys all the ships aboard MS-1 against Alex's orders. Langral decides to send Snow alone to rescue Emilie. Snow accepts the mission after Shaw tells him that Mace is in MS-1 and could help Snow prove his innocence. The negotiator, knowing that Emilie has a wounded leg, tries to convince Alex to release an injured female hostage as a sign of goodwill. Alex agrees to surrender Emilie, but Heidel shoots Emilie's friend Catherine, so Alex is forced to deliver her instead. Langral tells Snow to infiltrate the prison, but he's spotted by Alex's men. Realizing what has happened, Alex kills the negotiator. Alex soon realizes that Emilie is the president's daughter and decides to isolate her from Heidel, but she manages to escape with Hawk's help, and they hide in a storage room. However, their oxygen supply slowly runs out, and Hawk sacrifices himself in order to leave more air for Emilie. Snow manages to rescue Emilie just in time. Realizing Snow is being guided, Alex cuts his communication link with Shaw. Meanwhile, Snow treats Emilie's wounds and changes her appearance to blend in with the other prisoners. They quickly find Mace, but learn that the status has caused dementia. Their cover is blown by Alex, who reveals that Emilie is the president's daughter and orders the convicts to capture them. Snow, Emilie, and Mace attempt to reach the escape pod, but a satellite crashes against MS-1, separating Mace from them, and the room he is in depressurizes, killing him. Emilie claims she knows the briefcase's location and promises to lead Snow there if he helps her rescue the hostages. Snow takes her to level 3, only to learn that the pod only has one seat. Snow sends Emilie on her way and stays behind, but she climbs out of the ship before it departs. Heidel contacts Emilie using the ship's comms and requests that she reveals her location in exchange for the hostages' lives. She tells him she's in level 3, but he murders the hostages anyway. They discover a second medical bay where the prisoners were being illegally used as test subjects. Alex finds them there and captures Emilie and leaves Snow for dead. Upon learning Heidel has killed all the hostages, Alex beats him and contacts the president, threatening to allow Heidel to rape Emilie if they are not released. However, Langral relieves the president of his duties by claiming he's emotionally compromised and orders an airstrike to destroy MS-1. Heidel prepares to rape Emilie, but Alex stops him. Infuriated, Heidel stabs Alex dead. He returns to Emilie, but Snow stops him and escapes with Emilie as Heidel and the others chase them. Meanwhile, a bomb is planted on MS-1. With Shaw's guidance, Snow and Emilie find skydiving suits and jump out of MS-1 as the bomb explodes. Snow and Emilie parachute to safety in New York City. Emilie is taken to the hospital, while Snow is arrested. At her bed, Emilie realizes Mace had actually given them the code, which opens the briefcase, hidden in a locker in a subway station. Emilie then finds that the footage of Snow killing Armstrong was forged and delivers the briefcase to Shaw. Shaw opens it, but then realizes that Emilie hadn't told him the code. Realizing Shaw is the mole, Langral arrests him and releases Snow. Snow realizes that the microchip is hidden inside the lighter that Armstrong had given him before dying. He keeps it for himself in case he needs to use it as leverage. Emily approaches Snow and thanks him for saving her life, and they begin a romantic relationship. Thanks for watching. To catch all the latest from us, subscribe and hit the bell icon to get notified as soon as a new video drops. We'll see you in the next one.